Good morning. I am feeling so good, you know? And I woke up, being told what to do today, as always. That's my that's my thing, and it's been that way for years, really. So I'm listening to my Native American drumming that helps my spirits come in, and then pretty soon I'll be burning up, taking off all my clothes. So, what are you doing with your spirit? What are you doing? And I say this partly because a lot of people have been coming to me lately saying, well, what should I do about this? And what should I do about that? And then, even you, who will probably see this, somebody in one of the groups that I'm in, mentioned an uncomfortable situation at work, So, you just got to know. And if you're seeing, oh, sorry, I'm kind of lopsided today. I had to, I am proudly, forever Pollyanna. I'm a big old baby Aries. Everything is always pretty, sparkly, shiny, and new to me. I'm 52. It hasn't changed yet. Doubt that it ever will. Okay? So knowing that, take into consideration, who are you and what are you? And why aren't you doing the things you claim yourself to be? Okay? Now, having gone to school, and I don't know why people are so surprised that I actually went to school. I mean, I don't boast about it because I don't think having a degree, piece of paper on a wall is any big shit. That's just life. So what? You went to school and got, a master's. Whoop-de-doo. That doesn't make you any better or stronger than me. It just means you have a better memory retention, and I don't. So I got D's, but I knew the information. You got A's, and you had, $50,000 or probably $200,000 now to get through college, and I didn't. Once they told me to dissect that cat, that was it for me. I never went back to do any, hard mandatory stuff. I know that was self-defeating. But yeah, back in 1979, they wanted you to dissect that damn cat in science, and I just was not going to do that. So I only took fun classes after that. Like psychology and anthropology and, herbology and the study of the stars and stuff like that, astronomy, all the really fun stuff. And then I went on to become an interpreter for the deaf, and that led me into other directions. Anyway, I say it like that, and don't write to me about that, because I really don't give a shit about your opinion and what degrees you do or don't have. The only reason why I put my degrees on my website is so people that need them can see them. I don't feel the desire to talk about it. It's to be expected. That is what your spirit path chose. That's what you're doing. Some of us. Just like some of us are living what we are. Okay, so hear me out, and I'm going to send this to you. That's your clue. If I didn't send this to you, don't write to me. Is that for me? You claim yourself to be this huge, when we talk, and in mostly all your videos, you talk about other people and how boastful they are, yet you're boastful in your videos about what you do know, what you don't know, but you're not using it. You're not using a damn thing. So who the hell are you? Some person that just goes around telling other people what to do and then you don't do it yourself? That's called a hypocrite. What do you declare yourself to be? And then, like my sister Yanla, a Yoruba priestess, mentioned in many of her videos, oh gosh, I have a playlist longer than both my arms on her. If you ever want it, just say so. I'll put the link up. Where the mind goes, the behind follows, and everything you declare yourself to be whatever you declare yourself to be, everything unlike it will show up. You don't sit there staying stuck on stupid and just stay in that, to use her words, pissosity because, oh, I had a bad family. Oh, well, Tasha doesn't like me. She doesn't talk to me as much as she talks to Boo Boo. Oh, well, you know, well, Kathy has that house and I want this. Poor me. And for those of you who don't know, that's the world's smallest violin. Go play it by yourself. Move out of my way. Yeah. So, and I say that because happily I cut 3 people out of my life, and I got to tell you, I just feel so much better already. They weren't doing anything. Why would I want to associate myself with people who don't do anything? Okay? Now, again, I don't sit here and brag about I have, 10 clients that I'm helping, and I have two or 3 or 4, life coach, intuitive life coach, clients, and, I'm making jewelry for Angela Bassett. You don't need to know. No, I'm not. But I do write to, I tweet to Oprah a lot, and Iyanla Van Zandt, and Marilyn Hemingway, and Cher, and, all those other wonderful humans that actually reply back. And I say that because a lot of you do not reply back. Or, let me get sidetracked for a second. A lot of you business owners are stupid enough. Yes, I'm using that word a lot more lately. Stupid enough to not give your links to your businesses. Some of you are stupid enough to think, well, that's too much information. That's not possible. We live in the frickin' modern technology with anything and everything in this little box called a cell phone. That's too much. Do you not use your cell phone? Hell no. You use the damn thing because you paid $300 for it to do everything for you, including not looking at the map anymore. The map talks to us. I mean, come on. Stop being stuck on stupid. Okay, I'll get back to my point now. God gave you a gift. You chose to have a gift. I am a firm believer, and I choose everything. I don't care about karma. I don't care about, being so enlightened, because to me, we're already living karma. We came to go through shit to be good when we get to the other side, not this side. I believe the majority of us have it twisted. This is hell. We are living off the karma that we created because we wanted to have that lesson and beautiful experience. And you say, well, Tasha, losing my baby ain't good. Yes, it is, because it teaches you different things about yourself. Well, Tasha, yeah, I don't care about you. You're all happy, jolly good because you've been raped, beaten, and nearly killed and put in the hospital. Well, that's just you, but I'm still mad. Well, is that getting you anywhere? I'm sorry? I'm letting you marinate on that. Keep marinating. You need to think. If you really ask me some stupid ass question or shit like that, really? And yeah, and I'm getting more and more frustrated with y'all because you guys are just crazy, not walking your talk, not living your spirit, and you know better. You know better. A lot of you are metaphysicians, light workers, enlightened beings, and you're sitting here freaking complaining about the neighbor's trash on your yard? Please. Or whatever. You know what I mean? It's all really, it really is all minor. Change it. If you don't like your situation, change it. And not with this. Because if you keep talking about something, you're not over it. And I hear so many clients, oh yeah, well, I'm over him. But did you know I saw him with Shaniqua and then that means you're not over it. And the only reason why I bring up, my experiences, I am not a left woman. I am not a broke woman, and that's why I ain't got no man. No, it's because I am great. They are fucked in the head. They just don't realize that. With or without teeth, makeup, wig, I am greatness. Squared by 1,000, a million, a trillion, billion, whatever. You know, you just refuse to see that because you're stuck on stupid thinking, oh, well, instead of buying Tasha a new set of dentures, I just don't like her because she doesn't have any teeth. Wow, how stupid is that? My spirit is as big as the freaking ocean, which covers 3/4 of the world or something like that. And you're stupid enough to say, oh, well, Tasha doesn't have any teeth, or she doesn't have any long hair, or that's just so freaking minor, you know? And you're stupid. And that's why I don't need to associate with people like that. Or people who don't use their gifts. Or now, if you're a beginner, you're left out of this conversation. But for those of us who use our gifts, and you forget because you're in a hard place. Why are you forgetting? That's when you need it. You know, like Maya Angelou said, when you're in a hard place, that's when you need to sit back and just say, thank you, Lord. Thank you for this lesson, okay? And I know up to a lot of you, that's even if you are metaphysician, spiritualist, whatever, witch, voodoo, whatever you come from, you're not using it, you're stuck on stupid. You know? Now, granted, we don't use them every single day, some of us, the same way every single day. However, when we're in a rut, you know, and you go crying to other people, oh, I need help, blah, blah, blah. No, you need to sit your butt down and be still and remember who you are and what you are and work that. Work that. Okay, so getting back to my friend, since I know I can chew your ass out since you already pissed me off, you know, you have all these beautiful, glorious powers. You write all, you know, you grew up in some witchy craft, I'm not going to say. And, you know, you're a great healer. You're a great teacher. You're a great everything. And you're not using your own gifts. What the hell is wrong with you? Instead of sitting here, okay, one thing, they might complain about is, you know, something really changed, your boss, or, no, your siblings. Oh, this is a good one. Siblings, okay? I am your sister. Even though I did not come from your mother's womb, I am your sister, okay? And like Maya Angelou said, I am not my sister's keeper. I am my sister. Marinate on that later. So, okay, so we're going to take, you know, our siblings. I mean, that's like the worst of the worst situation for most of us. Long ago, when I moved to San Jose when I was 23. I was still a virgin, never had a boyfriend. Yes, that means something. Just listen. So I found out quickly how, okay, Tasha, be nice. Unlike me, my siblings are. And yes, I am a good person. I am a good spirit. I remember my spirit every day. If I don't feel good, I'll call, you know, Ryan. I'll call Angie. I'll call Okra Tomatoes and help. Okay, okay. Screwing my head on tighter. Okay, gotcha. And you got to snap back. You have 30 seconds to snap back. You know, once you realize you're out of focus, you got to call somebody, get you in focus, you know. Like me, I say I am your spiritual cheerleader. I get you back in focus, okay? They get me in focus. Okay, Tosh, let's go. Get back on the horse. You still got a ride to go. Okay. And you keep on. However, you have at your disposal all that knowledge of, how old are you? 37? I don't know. I know you're 30 something years old. Sorry. Age is so unimportant to me. All those years, human years of knowledge packed in that brain of yours, and you know you can just cast a spell for yourself and bless yourself to let those idiots go. But no, you want to complain about it for the whole 8 years I've known you. And for those of you who don't know me, once you stay stuck on stupid for a certain amount of time, I let you go. Because if you're going to stay stuck on stupid, I could do that for myself. I could be doing that for myself. I don't need to listen to you. Now, there's a difference between having a client and having a friend that sucks himself or herself dry of energy to not be able to keep going, and you're just stuck there. And then people call that, what the hell? Depression or anxiety or whatever you call it, I don't know. I know I have been there. I didn't like it, so I choose not to do it anymore. Yeah, and that's rather Pollyanny, but it's really that simple. Just don't do it. You don't need to know how the electricity works when you flip the switch and then poof, the light comes on. You just need to know that if I flip that switch, I'll have light. Flip the damn switch. What the hell are you waiting for? I'll wait. You have so many gifts and talents and you don't use them. Why aren't you using them? Why? Every day. You know, I'm in now probably, I don't know, 50 new groups of Ifa and voodoo and witches and, well, no, the witchy, the this is how I categorize things. Don't write to me about it. You know, the witches, people are, I'm not a witch. I'm, you know, whatever, Yoruba priest. Whatever. Okay, fine. So you're in that category and they're in this category, and witches are, you know, they're witches. But to me, we're all witches. We all are wise people that create magic, movement of energy, manipulation of energy. Thank you, Ryan. To do, be, and have better. So why aren't you using your magic? That's what I want to know. I'll wait. I'm sorry, what? I hear you stammering. Where's my button for the crickets, Angie? Where's my button for the crickets? Yeah, I'm waiting. Why don't you put your magic to use every day, all the time? If you want a parking spot, if you want, you know, that neighbor to, you know, lower their music after 10 o'clock. If you want that neighbor to not put, if you want that neighbor to not put trash on your lawn, if you want that neighbor's kids not to leave their toys on your lawn, if you, in my instance, want your boss to be in better harmony so they're not like this every other day. But you got to be in harmony with that harmony. You're bigger than that. Make yourself bigger than that. We are always bigger than whatever situation we bring upon ourselves. Yes, you did. You made that into your picture, your world, your play of life. You put that in there so you can learn, possibly, I don't know, how not to be. And I understand that, but you forgot. You bumped your head and you temporarily forgot who and what you are. A child of the great masters, of the great god, goddesses, orishas, whatever you want to call them. Whatever your belief system is and you have that name, whatever that is, you are so much greater than that. Because you have to have the intuition to go and call upon that and use it. You just forgot to use it today. Use it today and every day. Every day. That's why you make a grid. So you can look at the grid and remember. Oh yeah, okay. And then you cast your healing energy that pours out from you to the crystals. And then I do this. Sometimes I do whatever I feel like at the time. And then I send it out into the universe to bless all of y'all. And then I sprinkle myself. Did you hear me? Did you hear me? I need to put some Mahalia on because I feel like I'm in church. You know, did you hear me? Did you heard? Who do you think you are? I'm still waiting for you to answer the question. Why aren't you using your divine sources all the time? You know, and this is, I came to this realization, well, obviously years ago, because I know having a boss like that for 6.5 years, something was wrong with me that I let it bother me to begin with. So now, and you know, that's the reason for diseases or malfunctioning. You have to find whatever's in your spirit and tweak that, you know. So now I know I am in perfect health. My blood pressure is normal for Atasha Harris, you know, Atasha Lene Harris, because I saw some Tasha Harris out there. And for my spirit, it's fine. For my spirit, my blood sugar is fine. You know, I usually stay between 80 and 100 every day now. Excuse me. No matter what I eat. Did you hear me? Yeah, so I know you see me put, I had some, oh, I don't have any more, little cookies with, you know, I think like 12 grams of carbs and 80 calories. 2 sugars, something really low like that I've been buying lately at Wally World. And so, you know, just like everything else, the food's in balance. I don't want to hear nobody tell me, oh, just, you know, become a vegan and you'll be fine, you won't have no diseases. No, that's a lie. Whatever your spirit has chosen to create for you will happen, because I know lots of vegans, they don't even breathe anything with eyes, and they're diseased. Why is that? It's your spirit. My spirit. And once I listen to my spirit, that controls all of this. All of this. So that's why I always tell you every single day on Facebook, Twitter, whatever social media, on my blogs, remember your spirit. Remember your spirit. And once you remember your spirit, all this little bullshit stuff should, yes, I'm shoulding on you, should not affect you. You should be bigger than whatever that situation is. Yes, and I do walk my talk. I heard you ask. I'm laying in the hospital March 28, 29, 30, 31, 1st, April 2nd. I think I got out of the hospital April 2nd. So somewhere in the middle of that, I realized that I have offended some doctors and nurses. It wasn't my intention. I was out of my head at the time. It's funny now. It wasn't funny then because I didn't get the molecular structure and stuff yet, right? So I'm laying in the hospital bed and I'm thinking to myself, why did you create this for yourself, Tasha? Yes, I do that to myself. And you. I can walk my talk. And I said, I don't know, but as soon as I get the rest of my marbles in place, I'm going to figure it out. But in the meantime, thank you, Lord, for this experience. A, so that I can never live it again. B, so I can learn the lesson to help teach others how not to go through it if they choose to learn. And C, so my spirit can be better and higher than it was before I came to this hospital fainting and passing out in the hallways. You know, when you don't have the right sugar and balance and all that good stuff, spirit, other things break down. Your muscles. I could not stand. And, you know, I don't have the desire to talk a lot about that. If you ask me, I'll answer you, because we all should know about each other to help ourselves. So yes, I do realize when I eat my vegetables, my body is healthier and happier. So now I have balance. You know, I have cookies one day a week. And the rest of the week I have to eat all vegetables. And if I'm good this week, I can have a cookie next week. Or whatever. But lately too, I've been buying off the diabetic store for treats like that. When they make all their stuff out of, you know, it's like vegan, you know, nut bread. And not nut bread. Cookies and pastries and stuff. But it's all vegan, natural stuff. So it has a different taste, but at least it has a little sweetness in it, so my sweetness thing can be happy. And thank God, you know, I've been working on myself for a lot of years to get the craving for chocolate out of my body. You know, body, we have to crave something else. I understand women that have periods crave chocolate because they need the manganese that we bleed out every month. Or magnesium, one of those M's. Don't write to me about it. I don't care anymore. I ain't got no more periods. But that's, so little girls know, that's a big reason why we crave the cocoa that's in the chocolate. Because of the magnesium, I think it's manganese, to put that back in. Okay, so do that. Stop. You women that teach your daughters, oh, don't do that, but you're going to get fat. Let them get fat if they're going to have one candy bar a month. I mean, come on. I'm not saying make it a steadfast diet like when I was depressed, I did. Just went to McDonald's and had 3 Big Mac meals and, you know, 10 candy bars and drank all that soda. Yeah, I know I wasn't in my right mind. Don't write to me about that either. I'm no longer there. So that's why I say, it's your choice. Do you choose to stay there and not do any better? then shut up and go sit in your own little corner and don't put that shit on Facebook and Twitter and all these other social sites that you're so depressed and all this crap. Undo it. You have the power. Go put your little, now since cricket song, dang, what is cricket song? Lunar Wisdom. Okay, I think that was the very first witch's bottle I ever saw. So, no, and you know what? Stop being lazy. Go Google Lunar Wisdom spell bottles. Okay, so I have all her spell bottles in a playlist. Yeah, I'm quick to make a playlist, y'all. Because when I'm doing something, when I'm making jewelry, all I want to do, I don't want to have to come over here, hit play. So I make playlists. So they play back to back on their own. I'm sorry, I'm looking at my beautiful jewelry here. And that really is beautiful. I'm so glad Spirit told me to make that. Look at that. This is amethyst. I know the light's not good in here because I have the door closed because it's cold. Isn't that gorgeous? I love that. 15 bucks. Buy it. I gotta smudge them all today. I made 4. They're on my Facebook page, Tasha Harris. The one, the Queen in the Throne, that's the Tasha Harris in California. Why don't you do what you know to do all the time and stop complaining? Asking for help is one thing. Complaining is something altogether other. Okay? So, let's work on, and I say let's because I always have to include myself. I'm no greater than you. I'm no lesser than you. Work on walking our talk. Creating your magic, since a lot of the people I know that complain about their life are healers and magicians, as it were. Maybe I'll use that word instead of witches, because you all separate yourself. I mean, that's like separating, one star from the other. They're stars. They're stars. You're human being human. Okay. Thank you, One Moon Mother, for that. We are being humans. So let's all work on our magic. Whatever your magic is, if you're Christian belief, then you work on your prayers and your faith in God and having, your rent when rent's due, and not sit here, oh my God, no, that's to get you an upset stomach and lots of headaches. Go eat and live as if you already have the $50,000 in the bank. You tried being upset. Did that help? No. So, you gonna keep doing it? I don't know about you, but if I ever get upset, I get diarrhea. I don't like that. So, I opt not to be upset. So when I feel a little, Tosh, you forgot to pay that bill. Okay. Okay, universe, I need another $40 to pay for Blog Talk Radio. Oops, I only need 20. Angie gave me 20. Okay, I need that 20 bucks for Blog Talk Radio, because you told me to be on Blog Talk Radio, and then people haven't been donating they $2 for getting no question answer or nothing. I mean, not that we should always ask for money, but I don't feel $2 is gonna really make or break any of us, because if you don't have it, you're still in the same position. Yeah, think about that later. So let's all work on, a witch's bottle or whatever, as long as it's not harming anybody else, And also, I don't care what anybody says. Because, a lot of the tapping people, they say the not nice thing. I won't call it negative, because it's not really negative. It's just not very nice for me to concentrate on. I know I'm poor. I know I don't have money at this time. I know I don't know. Cancel. I have more money than I'll ever need. I have more money than I'll ever need. I have more money than I have ever need. I have no less than $50,000 in my bank account at all times. I have no less than $50,000 in my bank account at all times. I don't get that. I understand why, whatever the guy who invented tapping did it, but let's come up to the times. Just like the Bible people, I believe in 90% of the Bible, but let's come up to the times. You know, God is the same forever, now, and for always. That was then. This is now. Come up to the times. You know right from wrong. Don't do that because it's not nice. And all sins are the same if you have to break it down to that word. I don't like that word, but all sins are the same. If I stole a piece of candy from you, or if I stole $50 out of your purse. However, I do believe stealing to feed your children is something a little bit different. But anyway, you know what I mean. Don't write to me about that either. Okay? You have to decide what's right for your spirit and what's not, because I don't have to go face whatever God or goddess you believe in for you. I have to face God, goddess for myself. So I'll just opt not to do things that I know are not good for my spirit. You know? So I know now I'm working on something, you know, really big with Angie. And you know, we got some things brewing, and you know, this new project with a few other goddesses. You know, I'm working on that, and I'm working on that, and I'm working on that. So all these plates are in the air, and you just, you know, put a pea on a plate. You don't have to put a whole turkey on a plate and then it's lopsided and falls off, which is what a lot of us do. Thank God for the mother that I had. Beautiful, wonderful Capricorn. Balance in all things, and all things are possible. People say, well, I don't have enough time. I'm so busy. Oh, I hate that word, I'm busy. I hate those two words, I'm busy. No, there's no such thing as I'm busy. You know, when I joined the ladies group that's being established, I am not too busy. I can, because that is so important. It's all about healing and helping the world. You'll find out about it after it's foundationed, you know. Not allowed to speak on it. Remember your magic. You have more than enough time. You have more than enough money. You have more than enough energy. You know, lately I've been running into a lot of people. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. Then lay your ass down. Stop typing you're tired on Facebook. Stop typing I'm sick. Stop typing I don't have a boyfriend. Stop typing. Now that's different when I put I want. What did Mariel Hemingway say? Your mate is someone who matches spirits with you to work on your spiritual stuff. To me, that's far different than, I don't have a boyfriend, I'm lonely, I'm sad. Oh, I wish I had a, you know, no, I wish. I cancel that. I recant that. But you know what I mean. All that down stuff. Because whatever you put on there is going to be magnified 1 billion times. So why would you put your shit on Facebook, people? Really? Do you want shit slapping you in the face? That's why you funky. Because you smell like shit. That's why you're sitting moping around on Facebook and Twitter. Oh, I'm so sad it's Friday night. I don't have nothing to do. I'm lonely. I'm bored. Garbage in, garbage out. You know? For real. So let's remember who and what we are. Let's use that magic. You know? Okay, getting back to the spell bottles. Because I know we all forget, and that's why God put me here, to lightly remind you. Okay, remember who and what you are. You know, take this little crystal. We can all carry this around. You know, I carry lots of crystals. But, you know, I'm a big girl, so I can carry like 20, 25, 30 crystals up there. You know, and you know, guys, you have pockets too. They're right underneath your testicles. Yes, I mean it. For your healing and protection, or whatever you need to stay grounded. You take your little itty bitty, you know, black tourmaline, you put it up under there, you scoot your balls, you know, next to your prostate, and there's a nice little package area for that black tourmaline to sit and ground your well, for men, I believe, first chakra, which is the base of your, you know, your testicle region, and for women, don't write to me about this either. It is only my belief system that our first chakra is on the top down. Man is from the bottom up, as it were. You know? You can always put something somewhere. I often put my crystals, you know, if they're big enough, I put it right there behind my ear. You know, and some of us have that little pocket. I don't have a huge earpiece. You know how they make earpieces so big? My inside of my ear is not that big to ever hold one of these. But the back side of my ear, because I had keloid skin cut off, it now pooches out a little teeny bit. That's fine. I need it. Hold it. That rock isn't going anywhere. See? Not going anywhere. There is no reason for you not to be able to heal yourself. If I can choose to heal myself of what the doctor said, it was his opinion I was diabetic, high blood pressure, obese, you can heal yourself. If Louise Hay, and for those of you who don't know, Louise Hay, you look her up. Oh, and for you that I just mentioned, I gave that link to yesterday, you know who you are. Let's see if I can get it without making everything fall down. This is the book I was telling you about. Oh. Okay? And in it, it lists, you can heal your life. It lists all the metaphysical reasons for diseases. And mine was being over-controlling, for being diabetic. Okay? So I just opt not to be over-controlling. I watch my mouth. I watch my thoughts. And I am fine. Yes, I still take some insulins. I'm not stupid. Excuse me. But mostly I take all that medicine that Aisha gave me. I make my own teas, tinctures, elixirs. And I have done this ever since I was 18. My mother was a nutritionist, so I do know how to eat properly. I was just stuck on stupid for a long period in life, and I didn't. So now there's balance. Veggies throughout the week. On Sundays I have cookies or whatever. If I'm good during the day, then I can be a little bad in the afternoon, but not at night. Balance. You got to listen to your body, listen to your spirit. It's always going to tell you. All you people who come to me for readings, your body is always going to tell you. And I'm not calling you stupid. I'm just saying you could be able to open up and hear your inner voice tell you. The gut has no positive or negative ions. It's impossible for it to be wrong. Okay? So work your magic. Get your little spell bottle. I try to always put the positive spin in it. So people say, well, put the blood at 9, put nobody's blood. I don't want to co-sign on that. I don't want to co-sign on their negativity. I want to put forth, okay, so let's say, for example, for my boss, I would put in, what I did was I put in a lot of you can buy confetti in any shape now. So I got some heart confetti, and I put some heart candy, and I put some cinnamon and nutmeg, cayenne pepper to make it work fast, even a little piece of honeydew melon, and then to give it staying power. You guys may just get used to buying lots of crystals and learn how to break them up for yourself. And then I took 1 or 2 little tiny baby pieces of tourmaline, and I put in that little tiny baby bottle, nothing extravagant, plastic bag. Put a Ziploc bag. Put all this in a Ziploc bag. Inside a Ziploc bag, because you don't want it leaking, whatever. That's why you just use little baby bottles. And what else? I just listen to my spirits tell me to put inside that witch's bottle anything, but I only put good. I do put some little pine needles or pins, sewing pins, whatever. But when you go free shopping, when you walk Mother Earth and you pick up leaves and dirt and bits of stuff, so I go to the tree down the street and I pick pine needles and I put that in the bottle. Okay, and then I put it fill that half with salt. Oh, I write a positive affirmation. Thank you, person's name, for being in divine order with me on my vibration. So you are the king and queen of your domain. So when you come to my house, you need to be on my vibration. See? Thank you for being adjusting yourself to my vibration, which is always on even keel. Okay? I love you. I bless you. And thank you for being a good teacher to me. Or something positive. You can put all that negative stuff if you want to in there. I don't know. I don't do that. But I can say this. Every time I made I call it put them on freeze. I don't. So usually when I talk to you, I say, let's just put that on freeze. Because I don't want to hurt nobody. I just want to slow down their emotion, the jumpiness, or the angst, the anger, the bitterness in whatever that situation is that I created for myself to learn from. Okay, so it is kind of dark in here, huh? Sorry. There, how's that? I don't want to open the door because it's cold. And just listen to your spirit tell you what to put in there to make that person sweet. I put a drop of honey in there because honey is good for attracting things as well as making their spirit sweetened. Okay? You write your affirmation for that person, you put it in their bottle, and then I make a little bottle for myself. Okay? Yeah. Oh, and you know what? Those of you who do, take meds, yeah, I use these meds for a lot of things. But this one, I put the seal, a Hello Kitty seal on it, so I know this is what I put my needles in. Okay, but I save these, see, and now I use these as witches bottles. Okay, I get a big black marker now that I know what a sigil is. Thank you, Dean, and Kevin. And I put a sigil on there that I create myself for peace. So let's say I'm making this, right now, and then I just draw a picture of a nice dove. We think of love, and I put a heart on there, and then I'll draw what I consider to be a little teddy bear. I am no artist, so, and it doesn't matter. It's just stick figures of positive things, or stick figures of whatever it is you want the outcome to be. Okay, and then I put all my stuff in there, fill it halfway, cover up that stuff with salt, because you got to remember, water expands, so you can only fill it 3/4 of the way to give water the rest of the room to grow. Okay, or for prosperity to grow. Hello. So now that's nice and hard, and it's going to balloon out because it's plastic, it's not glass. And I put that in the refrigerator, in the freezer for 7 days. On the 8th day, when I go for my walk in the evening, I take it and I, just with my foot so nobody sees me digging in their lot, I scooch some dirt over enough to drop that in and cover it up. Heavenly Mother, Father, God, Goddess, please bless this situation. I bury it. And when I bury it, I no longer discuss it. See, that's the other thing we forget to do. Once you pray for something, why are you still talking about it? I know, I'm always praying for more beads. I know. I'm always telling you I want more beads, but that's still a good thing, I'm not praying for, to destruct whatever nation, you know what I mean. And then you bury it. If you can't go to somebody else's property, what I do now, when I lived in the city, is I would get, one of those really expensive, or if you can't afford the expensive ones, get some cheap little sandwich baggies that still you have to fold in and fold over. And I put that in there with a little tiny piece of rose quartz, because I want to bless myself and I don't want this bringing harm to anybody. Okay, and then I get some wax and I seal it up, and I say, I send you through whatever garbage system we have here in Gilroy, I don't know, with health, wealth, peace, and prosperity. I bless this situation. Thank you, Goddess, for removing this situation from my spirit, my mind, my mouth, my body. Thank you, thank you, thank you, so mote it be. And then I put it in the trash. If you have to. You can't just sit around here with all these bottles in your freezer not doing anything with them. So I put it away. I take it from being on freeze to putting it in storage. You see, and I seal that with my pink candle wax with love and happiness. I put my pink quartz in there, a little piece, and bless that situation to be gone. And then I force myself to never speak on it again. And you have to let it go. If you're still talking about it, that means you still want it. You're still talking about it. Oh, Tasha, that fucking fat bitch, she ain't nothing. Oh, but you just blessed me yesterday. No. Where the mind goes, the behind follows. If you're still talking about it, it still exists. And unhappiness cannot exist in my cute little palace, Lucy, my little Lucy trailer, you know. Yeah, I name it just about everything. Why not? I have a name. I love myself. Why shouldn't I name other things? Men name their parts, usually. Part. You know, and some women name their part. Also, but anyway, I think that's just a form of loving yourself. So let's stop talking about what we don't want. Let's start talking about what we do want. You know, Tosh, I had a friend who always complained about her living situation with her husband that she didn't love anymore. And now, see, not a but in addition to, because but just cancels out everything you just said. So not a but in addition to, or however, or, you know, something. See, we got to relanguage our thoughts. We got to relanguage our words. That will in turn relanguage our actions and, you know, our deeds. So I know instantly, once I don't like something, I just make a witch's bottle for it. And when I go for a walk, you know, talk to the cows, pick chickens and pigs and goats, I just bury it. See, so now that's why it's even handier to have like this. And you got to remember, it's the intent, okay? Mustard seed, bathe. Mustard seed, bathe. So now I'm trying to find even smaller stuff, so when I go bury it places, you know, folks don't notice. But it doesn't matter what you use something to change your energy, because whatever your energy is, that's going to keep getting bigger. Oh, I hate going to work. He's going to be there. She's going to be there. Well, my boss was a she. And, you know, oh God, what mood is she going to be in today? We're spending so much of our energy worrying about other people. Yeah, I feel you opted to learn that lesson via that person, but still you could find some joy in that lesson. And if you choose not to, then don't talk to me about it no more. You know? And I'm not talking about the people that I talked to yesterday. Let's not get stupid now. Release it. Release it. Release it. You know? You wear your crystals, you wear your whatever talismans or whatever reminds you to stay in full spirit. I mean, what would the witches have done in, you know, 1532? I don't know. You know, they would have gone out and got a piece of string and pretended that was, you know, the boss or the sister or the mother or the father or whatever, and you dress it up with these, you know, pebbles, stones, and you put that all around and you bless the person. Well, you can wish them bad and send them to hell if you want, but I opt not to do that. You know? And nowadays, go forward, you have a drawer. Put that in the back of your drawer where nobody can ever see it or find it. Or better yet, how about this? How about this? Okay? I am a duct tape fanatic now. Yeah, there's a lot of duct tape in this trailer. Set you out, and you have to keep remembering, you know, a grid doesn't have to be huge, you know, like the one that I have in my sacred space. It can be anything, okay? These beads, these are the 4mm beads. Take, you know, 12 of those and make a grid. Put it on the duct tape it underneath your desk. Okay? If you have a office where you have your pictures of your kids and whatnot, put your grid behind that. If you have an office door, oh my God, that means you have a little edge. Put your black tourmaline on there. And I just say that because a lot of people think or consider whatever, you know, only that one is the highest and best. However, when I had an office, I would put apophyllite, herkimer, angelite, danbarite. Angelite is the only blue stone in that category, just for those of you who don't know. Because in my vibration, herkimer is way higher than any brown or black grounding stone in my vibration. You have to figure out what's right for your vibration and the vibration you want to keep in your atmosphere, okay? So when I had an office, I would put those crystals up there. And, you know, if somebody ever saw them, so what is that? Oh, I don't know, came with the office. Don't touch it, leave it there. Or, you know, they're my good luck charms, or whatever. Whatever. We all know we have to lie to get by sometimes. But see, in that case, I don't consider it a lie. It's just a positive affirmation. It's just a positive affirmation, you know. I weigh 180 pounds. I don't care what your opinion is. I am at perfect health at 180 pounds. You think what you want to think. I'll think what I want to think. You know. Or even, you know, if you have a plant in your office, put your crystal grid in the plant. You know, there has to be something near you, around you. You sit in a chair, tape it to the bottom of your chair. Who's going to notice that until after you're gone? You know, just duct tape it, because duct tape ain't coming off of nothing, people. Okay, don't try to get that regular little Scotch tape, please. It's going to be on the ground, and then other people are going to be touching your crystal, and oh, that's not good. Ew. Yes, I said ew. Ew, ew, ew. There are just certain people I do not let touch my crystals. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. Anyway, okay. So, in summation, you're a magical being. Even if you're not a witch, you're just, sorry. I apologize. Don't write to me about that. You're a person that believes in other things. Work that magic. If you believe in 2 sticks and a stone, and that's going to bring you prosperity and peace, go get 2 sticks and a damn stone. What are you sitting there waiting for, complaining? Do it. Do it now. You know? A lot of people say, oh, I thought you're... Wow, you sent me a picture of my grid already. That was fast. I just asked you 5 minutes ago. No, I do it now. If you ask me to do something, you know I work online. I look for jobs online. I look for everything online. I bank online. I don't have a bank, so you can't be writing me no checks and stuff, okay? Just send cash. I don't do, you know, and it's not for any tax reason or whatever. I pay my taxes like everybody else. Okay, a lot less than everybody else does, you know. Just do it now. Get it over with. Okay, hang on. Let me go make your grid. I make the grid. I take a picture of it. I send you a picture of your grid. If you purchase your grid, I have to buy my crystals. You need to purchase your grid with the herbs and tinctures and all that stuff that goes along with it. Yes, I'm going to be posting brand new pictures. Spirit told me Saturday to post new pictures of my medicine bags. You know, mine are different than yours, and I'm not saying don't buy hers. No, but we all have prosperity. I only get what is divinely meant for me. Don't do that female hating thing. Well, she got a new pair of Gucci, so I want one. No. She got one. You can have something else that's going to make you happy. Okay? So I could do that right now. You ask me, say, Tasha, I need a link to such and such and such. Okay, cool. I'll stop what I'm doing. I'll go get it right now. And just get it over with so I don't have to think about it. Oh, remind myself to think about it in 30 minutes. No, why? Hang on. There you go. Okay, bye. I gotta go. You can't hog up all my time. You know, I talk to a few hundred people a day. Let's work our magic. What are you waiting for? Work the magic that you know works. If you don't know what works, come to the group and say, hey, what's a good spell for da-da-da-da? And then you have to put your funk on it. You know? Yeah, little touch of Tosh. So if I get something from Angie, how do you do a return to sender spell? And she tells me, or he tells me, whoever tells me, and then I put my own touch on it. You gotta have Tasha's touch. Well, I'm gonna take that out because I don't really like that. You know, the little fly. I ain't catching no flies. But I do like that. So, you know, there's a moth that's dead. I'll put that moth that's already dead in there. Okay, cool. You know, or whatever. I'm just using an example. Don't write to me about that either. And and put your own spin on it and do it. But stop sitting around. I want to see you happy. I don't want to see you on Facebook talk, oh, I'm lonely. Oh, should I do this? Should I do that? Stop that. That is only getting you a bazillion zaps of energy on that negative shit that you just posted on Facebook. Stop doing that to yourself. And then you wonder why you're down in the dumps, in a stupor, whatever you want to call it. Not feeling good. You're not feeling good. You're not feeling good because of retrograde. You're not feeling good because you fucked yourself over and put that shit on Facebook, and now you're saying, why do I only have a black cloud over my head? Tasha doesn't have a black cloud over her head. I don't want a black cloud. Well, Tasha, don't put that shit on Facebook. If I'm mad, sad, depressed, whatever, which I don't usually stay doing because hey, Angie, say something, make me laugh. You remember in that video when you made that funny face with no teeth and and then you're laughing again and you're out of that. Get out of that funk right now. Do it now. Don't put, I want to hang on to my sadness for another hour. See, because when I was, as I grew and learned, I had to know the difference between a dream and a goal is the goal has a time limit. My goal was not to ever be upset over anything. And of course, when I had a miscarriage or, something outrageous, I was in the hospital for 8 days or, something like that. Of course, I give myself a little bit more time, a whole hour. But now I give myself 1 minute. God damn him, he did it. And just get it all out right now. Get it out right now. Okay, minute's up. Okay, so let me build my grid and keep it on, put my little grid together here, put that way and put that way. Okay, Tosh, okay. And I visualize the energy coming from the crystals to me throughout my body, from the crystals to me throughout my body, from the crystals to me throughout my body. And so it is. Okay. Okay, I'm good. We can get back to work now. What was that? You see? And you say, oh, Tosh, it's not that easy. Yes, it is. Just like it's just as easy for me to go and eat spinach and broccoli, and for sweets have the prunes that Aisha gave me, and big old fat juicy raisins, which I'm eating very sparingly, you must know. And since I usually have my sweet tooth in the afternoon, I have, a couple of pinches of my raisins. If I have a bigger sweet tooth, I'll have a whole prune. And if I have an even bigger sweet tooth, I have a little other raisins that she bought me. Or that's when I take my half a teaspoon of molasses and I just let that melt in my mouth and I just pretend like it's chocolate. You got to get in where you fit in, right? Fake it till you make it. And I'm faking it pretty damn good, so I'm making it all right. Like that, huh? So, you remember your magic. Remember who you are. And if you forget who you are, you email me, TashaSpeaks@gmail.com. You can hit me up at Facebook, Tasha Harris. I'm the queen in her throne. And, call me, 408-357-3885. I will be happy to. You can't talk a long time because I don't like talking on the phone anymore. There are very few people I talk to on the phone, and that's only because I respect them as being an elder or the like. Remember who and what you are. If you forget, call me. I'll remind you that you are a beautiful, glorious, magnanimous, outstanding, brilliant piece of huge gold that God created, and she is truly happy with you. I am the perfect child of Goddess in which she is greatly pleased all the time, even when I'm frustrated with myself. Or frustrated with you. I know you watch my videos that turn down stuff when I want to give it to you for free. You might could listen to me and Angie's radio shows sometimes. You might could. You know, you don't turn down nothing but your collar. That's the only thing you turn down. Okay? I started to grab my Connie, but I forgot I put all my big crystals on my grid, which I need to go boost. And I boost. Oh, you know what? I got to do a video on that to answer your other question. I'm sorry. See, sometimes I do everything. I try to do things right now, but some things I have to actually wait for Spirit to speak on it. So just let me answer your question real quick, and then I'll make you a video later, honey. So when I boost my grid, okay, first of all, amethyst Spirit. Yeah, well, this one is like my last pretty full one, and as you can see, it's down about this much now because I use it every day. People say, well, I don't like smells and I don't like this. So daytime, because some people around here don't like smells of the sage burning. It smells like pot. They don't like pot. Well, that's fine. I don't have the desire to make you uncomfortable. I can work with you. So, you know, I spray myself, I spray my bed, I spray my sacred grid to boost the grid, and then, you know, I let that simmer for a minute, maybe let it dry a little teeny bit, and then I take my herbs, and just so you know, herbs, your regular herbs, they were plants have energy. They're not dead because they're dry. They're still energized. That's why we take them and we put them in a mortar and pestle and we crunch them up to release the essences, and you mix things together to make your own incense or fire throws and things like that. Okay, so the herbs that my spirit guides tell me to use, a lot of eucalyptus lately. So I ground that up fine, and once that grounded up, then I put it in the coffee grinder, and then I grind it to a fine powder. Okay, that's just me, not saying you have to do that. Big chunky leaves are good. I hate taking that vacuum cleaner down the little hall of mine that's only this big. So I ground it to a fine powder, and then what I do to boost the grid is I take it out of that and I sprinkle my grid with those herbs to boost my grid, and then I envision the sparks flying off, going out into the universe, touching you, and me. Okay, and then I might take my wand, but lately I've been using my hands and the power and energy from my out into the universe, so it can rain upon you and heal you and give you health, wealth, peace, and prosperity. What you do with it after that is up to you. My half of the job is done. I listen to God's source tell me what to do, what to use, how to do it, when to do it. The rest is up to you. Are you using the magic that I'm sending out to you? I'm not going to wait. You figure that out on your own. I don't care what you do with the energy. So let's get back to basics. You know, what would our ancestors have done? All of our ancestors. What would they have done in this situation? They would have just shut up and buck up and just deal with it every day. Because I'm sure slaves and all of our nationalities have been slaves at some point in history. Not just black people. Please. So what would they have done if they had, you know, a mean boss? They would get whipped or whatever and just be thankful that they're alive. Right? And I'm not trying to belittle anyone or that thought. So, not my purpose. My purpose is to get you to think how good you really have it. Look at how good you really have it. Are you kidding me? You have it so good. And that's the reason why your ancestors are on the other side talking to you, trying to teach you and remind you of your spirit. You can do anything. You just temporarily bumped your head and forgot. You can do anything. Anything. If not, I'll gladly trade situations for you. I'd like to live in a house instead of a 23-foot trailer. House with grass, I hope. Cement, where the bugs mostly stay out. And the smell of the compost heap stays out of the house. because you have doors that seal all the way, you know, and it's not a put down. And after I say that, I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. Because at one time, I did not have even this. I was homeless a few months ago and lived through it. You live to tell about it. You live to be thankful and grateful for that experience so that you can no longer live that experience again. Come on. You know? Well, what would you tell your daughter to do if she didn't like her sister? Love her and let her be. Let her have her whatever she believes in and wants to do in life. That don't have nothing to do with you, really, if she came out of my mother's womb or not. That doesn't have anything to do with me. My sisters are still stuck on stupid. So I just opt not to talk to them anymore. If you email me, of course, I'll, you know, do whatever you need me to do, and you can go on back to your life. I don't want to be stupid, and I don't want your children to see me associating with stupid people. Because I feel I am a teacher to your children. You are a teacher to me. We're all teachers for each other. But I mainly say that because I want children to feel comfortable coming here. And even though I do cuss in some videos, that's probably not so good for me. But, you know, that's reality. That's life. You know? But I still don't want your child to come here and say, oh, well, let me see who Tasha hangs out with. And, oh, she hangs out with her? Gosh, she don't never have nothing nice to say. I'm really surprised Tasha would hang out with her. I hang out with good folks. Look at my friends list. I think I have like 2,000 friends now. They're all really good. The 2 or 3 that weren't, I unfriended. Or people that don't take care of their business because I'm so busy and I don't want to do this and I don't want to do that in a business world. I unfriend. Because I want your 13-year-old daughter or son to look at my list and say, hey, let me go over here and click on Angie and let me see what I can learn from Angie. Or Ryan. Or Yanni. Or Debbie. Or Carol. Oh, Tasha knows some pretty good people. What's this voodoo stuff Tasha's in? Oh, it's just a nature-based religion. They believe in going out into the wild and gathering berries and trees and leaves and stuff to heal themselves and their spirit. That's pretty cool. Maybe I can incorporate some of that in my life. You know? It started over again and I didn't even notice. Sorry about that. Walk your talk. Really? You're just going to keep talking and not walking it? Then you're a hypocrite. Get off my list. I don't need hypocrites on my list because for a minute I was my own hypocrite. I had to get off my own list. Well, I just didn't blog a couple of days and I wasn't liking myself too much, you know. But not to be confused with now, because somebody asked me yesterday, are you okay? You haven't really hardly posted anything. I'm working. I'm working my magic. And I got more stuff to work more magic with. Check that out. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful? And the really beautiful thing is, half of it is like clear quartz, and the other half of it is amethyst. Well, I know it's all amethyst, but looking at it at a certain way, half of it is clear quartz, and the other half looks like all amethyst. Anyway, you know, so I use my tools. I remember my spirit. That's why my little place here is so junky right now. It's cram-packed full of crystals. So all I have to do when I'm feeling kind of is I look at that. Oh, I look at that crystal and I remember. Dust it off. Ugh. Thank you, Lord, for all my dust. And thank you, Lord, for my divinely right house with other higher beings that appreciate crystals with no dust. Thank you. I look at this. It's over here. It's a beautiful fluorite stand that I got from Kimmy when she felt the need to pass it on to other people. So she had this big, huge sale. Kimmy, you'll find her on my Facebook page. And Kimmy, if you watch my videos, kudos to you, girl, for getting your big, huge farm with all your little baby critters. Oh, they're so cute. Yeah, it's nice. I hope you have grass, though. Grass helps keep some bugs away. That's just not my favorite thing. Shooing the flies away as I'm sitting here eating is not my favorite thing, okay? But I'm surrounded by 1, 2, 3 trees that grow something, you know? So there's, on warm days, there's always flies. So that's why I always pray for 70-degree weather. Then there's less flies and bugs that come into the trailer. But yeah, I got this from Kimmy probably about a year ago when she had a sale. You know, getting rid of the crystals she no longer felt attached to on a regular working basis. And I was fortunate enough to buy a few pieces from her. You know, thank you, Kimmy. Let's keep on, you know, recycling. Clean out your stuff. Make room for prosperity to grow. Make room for money to grow. You know, like Susie Ormond says, keep your wallet clean. Leave space in there for money to live and be happy and want to be happy with you. You know, turn your ones all the same way. 5s, 10s, 20s, 50s, hundreds, thousands, 50,000, you know, bills, all in the same place. I take my, long ago when Susie Orman taught us, take your change out, put it in a jar. At the end of the month, all that money will pay the electric bill. Yeah, or the gas bill. And stop giving exact change. Break a $1 bill, $20 bill, whatever, get your change back, put that in the jar. At the end of the month, when it's time to pay bills, you take the jar to one of those things where you put the coins in, and it spits out a little certificate. Here we have it in like, well, in Fremont they still have the Albertsons or whatever Safeway store with the coin machines in it, and it spits out a little receipt. So you can go shop with that money, but go home and save your coins all over again. Yeah, pennies, I don't know, 62 and back are good for copper. So I tend to now keep a lot of those pennies on my healing grid for Oshun, you know, or is it? No, it's Oshun, right? Not Elegua. Okay, good. And just, you know, remember these little itty bitty things. If you forget, that's why God made this magical box, to remind you, to remember your spirit. So set it every hour, on the hour, and when it makes that bling, you just close your eyes, focus yourself. I am so much bigger than the situation. My spirit is larger than this situation. Okay, God, Goddess, get me through this situation, and go back to work. See, and there's your sacred space, sacred time, right then and there. Touch wherever your grid is, behind the thing, or under your butt, or wherever your crystals are, grids, whatever. Or just open your drawer, look at the picture of your kids, your loved ones. Okay, and there, go back to work. Okay, stay focused. Stay focused, people. Stay focused. Ooh, I tell you, as long as it's going and it started all over again, I could talk for another hour now. No, I'm kidding. I'll probably have to splice these two together. Remember your spirit. Remember who you are, what you are. You're a true, beautiful, magical being. Cast your magic on yourself first and let it spread. You know how in some movies, you know, like if you're throwing glitter out on the ocean or something, and visualize that glitter as your energy going out to the world, out to all those situations that you want to heal. Yes, it is that easy. Intent. That's really all being a witch, voodoo, hoodoo, Ifa, blah, 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 I don't even know about yet. That's all that is, your intention, you know. You put that with this, with that, with this, and this stem with this, and this button with this, and you put the button in there, and you put it in the thing, you mix it all together, and you put it in your what do you call it, little bag? Your mojo bag. Thank you. I heard you. Thanks. Okay. And you wear your mojo bag, you know, in your upper pockets or in your pockets or whatever, to keep you going. And just like with anything, dump it out, you bless the crystal, give it to somebody else, put another crystal, make new herbs, and whatever is going to remind you, to remind yourself of how not to be, or how to be. You know? And watch your mouth and watch your mind. It's not that hard. Just do it. You know? Okay, I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you. Mwah. Thank you, Mother, Father, Goddess. God, Goddess. Unseen, great healing force, for allowing me to remember and helping me to remember my spirit, so in turn I can help others remember theirs. Thank you, great unseen healing forces. That's all of them, by the way. for helping each and every individual that is watching this. Just touch them, great unseen healing force, with health, wealth, peace, and prosperity, and all the degrees and ways they desire to have a desirable outcome at the end of the day, each and every minute. Let them realize, great unseen healing force, that they are so much greater than whatever situation they feel like they're drowning in right now. Give them that breath of life, chi, force, that will carry them onward to remember to just turn over on your back. As long as there's air in your lungs, you will not drown. Stop fighting the waves of life. Just breathe, and you will stay afloat. Amen, Ache, amen. And so it is. I love you. Have a great day, everybody.